Yeah.
What's up, everybody? What's going on with you? This is Thailand TV. Welcome. Hey, so, told you what the whole premise of my show is, just to kind of bring you anything in today's modern society, news, stories, some of my harebrained schemes, you know what I'm saying, sports, you know what I'm saying, just to bring you just information, right? You know what I'm saying, we're going to use these social medias, what they for, man, just to bring back information, bring information to each other, right? Now, this is my show, so, you know what I'm saying, everything that being talked about on my show is, you know what I'm saying, topics that I'm picking, you know what I mean, things that I want to talk about and things I wanted to bring up to you. In particular, today, we're going to talk a little bit about something that is kind of a hobby of mine, you know what I'm saying, conspiracy theory, right? Just something that, you know what I'm saying, I always found interesting, things that went on in America, even things before Americas, but mainly the things that have gone on in the Americas, and just things that appeal to my interest of the question of make you say, Arsenio Hall said it the best, right? Just to make you say, right? Just think, you know what I'm saying? Make you think, make your mind think about it, right? Because how things, especially when it comes to history, how things were just laid out there is really just kind of how it's given to us, right? And what I've learned in life is that there's three sides to every story, right? His, hers, and the actual truth, right? With that, I've learned that if you take little pieces from his and little pieces from hers that match up, you can usually find the truth, right? Very, very easy to find the truth, right? But anyways, let me get that disclaimer out. This is my opinion. These are my opinions. These are just jokes. You know what I mean? These are just jokes. So, you know what I'm saying? If I come up missing, y'all know that I put my disclaimer on here that these are just jokes. These are just jokes, right? So, getting into the whole thing of conspiracy theories, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, you know what I mean? Like grassy knoll type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Snipers, you know, assassin, that type of stuff, right? So one of the stories, a few different things that interest me. Everything I always speaks in circles, right? It'll come back, right? It'll all come back to the point that I'm trying to make, right? So one of the things that particularly stands out to me in conspiracy theories is the whole assassination of Malcom X, right? That one in particular, right? That one in particular, I look more to as a conspiracy theory because it stands out to me more different than how it's laid out, right? There's more underlining themes to it than most people will think about. And that's why I bring up my show, because I want to give you an aspect that's different. You know what I'm saying? So people just think, right, okay, Malcom X got all this power, he got all this fame, and they had to take him out, right? Well, to me, when I look at the story, like I said, his, hers, and the truth, what I realized was when Malcom X was really like at his strongest was when he came back from Mecca, right? And that's when I think the government allowed. We're not going to say the government did anything to anybody, right? We're not going to say they did anything, but allowed this to happen, right? Because the power that he had was more so than just of his own race. It started to become a power that he was able to start using to combine other races. And that's where the conspiracy theory comes in at. Because like I was saying, if you think about Malcom X, right? You even think about the movie Malcom X, and one of the biggest scenes in the movie was when Malcom X told his people, he made everybody stop, boom, hit them up, send them off, you know what I'm saying? And everybody walked off. And what did the sergeant of the police department, the white sergeant of the police department say? He said, man, that's a lot of power for one man, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they knew, you know what I'm saying? But nothing went down with him yet, you know what I'm saying? Because he was mainly having power over his own people, and he was telling his own people. Matter of fact, he was telling his own people the opposite of what Martin was telling them, you know what I'm saying? He was like, use force, y'all, by any means necessary, right? By any means necessary, right? Let's get it. And for the government, that works for them. You know what I'm saying? War, separation, division works for them, right? It wasn't until he went to Mecca and realized that, wow, our people as a people can get better if we learn how to coexist with everybody else. And if everybody else learns how to coexist with us, we can become a better union in the Americas and then also be a better world, right? And he started to know that, and that's why they were like, because he already knew too many people. He already had influence over so many people. So if he had influence of so many people and he can teach all those people to love instead of hate, they was on it, man. That love instead of hate, man, no, they can't have that, right? They want that hate because it separates us and divides us, right? Okay, so sticking with the conspiracy theory, we're gonna speed it up a little bit to what I really wanted to get to, was Tupac and Biggie, right? Another one. This is another one. My mind just wanders, right? So this is Thailand TV. This is my show. So I'm coming to you guys with some things that I think about. You take them, you can run with them. These are my opinions. You know what I'm saying? Disclaimer. These are my opinions, right? So I think that Biggie and Tupac were allowed to happen as well because of if you look at the times, right? You look at the 90s, right? There was a lot of war going on in the 90s. There was a lot of battling going on, right? So in order to compete with all the war and the battling that was going on, you had to have funding, right? You had to have money, right? So in order for the government to get money to fund these wars, they had to get people, you know what I'm saying, to drop them tax dollars down. They had to let them know, okay, your tax dollar is going in here, right? And people were like, no, we want our shit to go to school and education, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it was going to music. And the things that was the hugest thing that was really going on at that time was the East Coast versus West Coast rap. Huge. It was huge. And not only was it so huge in the urban populations and in the ghettos, it was huge in the suburban areas as well. There's not anybody that's between 25 and 30 and up. I'd say maybe 30, maybe let's stay at 30, 25-year-olds, y'all trying to figure it out. We got you. But them 30-year-olds and up, ask them who they want, who they think is the best rap artist. Biggie or Tupac. I guarantee you get an answer. I guarantee you won't even take 0.000 seconds for them to give you an answer. I guarantee you. Biggie, Tupac, Biggie, not Tupac, Biggie, not Tupac, right? Because the influence of that area was huge. I'm talking about everybody was either Biggie or everybody was Tupac. Period. So then it came so huge, it was an actual West Coast versus East Coast battle. And everybody in that time frame was concentrating on that. I guarantee you more people can tell you more albums between Biggie and Tupac than they can tell you the names of the wars that went on in the 90s. Right? You know what I'm saying? But they were huge. There was a huge war. Right? It was a huge war that happened in the 90s. But I guarantee you, the same amount of people you ask about Biggie and Tupac, they wouldn't have an answer about what the damn name of the war was. You know what I'm saying? Right? So the point I'm trying to make is that they needed something to happen to get the focus back on the agenda. Right? And conspiracy theory wise, let's go ahead and get rid of the things that are causing the attention from our population and get them back focused on what we need to get focused on. And that's one of the reasons why I think that those two were allowed to be removed. Fast forward once again to nowadays, same thing with the Diddy parties. I don't give a fuck about Diddy's parties. I don't. I really don't. I don't care about opening up my Facebook, my X, my Snapchat, my whatever, and seeing pictures of Diddy party. Diddy arrested for Diddy party. I'm really fucking tired of it. Straight up. Like, I don't care how that man parties, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. The feds are involved about some situation with trafficking. That's why they get involved. Feds don't get involved in no partying anyways, right? So if the feds are involved in the things that they're involved on, why are the articles in the press and the social media pushing the Diddy parties, right? And one of the things that I even spoke about, what I even said one time is, Hugh Hefner has been throwing parties like that since 1910. He's been throwing parties like that since 1910. Matter of fact, I think they said they found a tunnel from P. Diddy's house leading to Hugh Hefner's house. But you don't see the feds knocking those doors down. And you don't see any articles. I don't see any social medias blowing up about going into Hugh Hefner's house. Right? Conspiracy theories. These are my opinions, man. These are only my opinions. They're probably not even true. I don't even know. They're just my opinions. But I'm asking you, how am I seeing all these articles, these posts? How is everything social media that is supposed to be influencing me news-wise showing me about P. Diddy parties when there's a whole bunch of other stuff that was going on in the world at the same time? Conspiracy theories, man. I love them. They're fun. They make you think. That's what we're gonna do here at Thailand TV. We'll make you say, Shout out to Arsenio Hall. Love.
Yo, Nick, pass, make it slack.
Hey, put your life on the line for this, you don't deserve it. Yeah. Smile at one my